Okay, so what we have is last week, or 2 weeks ago, as the case might be, you approached the village of Barovia, and you were looking down the hill. You shot a raven, as you do. Ransacked the body, as you do, and made your way down to the town. You're just beginning to enter into the main part of the town, and you came across some of the architecture of the housing in front of you, and there's a heavy mist again as you've come down into the town itself, just to the outskirts. You can see where you are on the map there, and so the street runs essentially to the west in front of you. It seems to go for some distance. You can see sort of the town is dominated by this looming castle on that crag of rock that sort of hangs above it.
Ooh, crag.
You don't see.
And how far away is the castle?
Oh, look.
As the raven flies.
As the raven flies, maybe a couple of miles,
past
maybe 2 miles, 3, something like that. It certainly seems to loom over the back of the town, and it's quite, as you can see, quite an impressive piece. So I think I've just worked out half my problem. Right. That makes a little bit more sense. Okay. So, team, what do you guys want to do? If anyone wants to recap anything or have any sort of more discussions, but please feel free. But essentially, you've now found yourself sort of beginning to walk into this town, and you can see through the mist that streets and buildings, but as yet you're yet to see any person moving about. Can I have a perception roll for you, please, Nix?
Sure.
Now, Lord Benty not joining us this
Lord
evening?
Benty's not joining us, so someone will need to run that. Lucas, thanks for volunteering. That was fantastic.
Roger that.
I can't see my roll.
You can't see your roll?
Nope, I'm still looking at the crag.
Oh, you can't.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
14.
Yeah, weird. You think, as you're passing one of these houses, you think you see a curtain fall back, as if suddenly someone's like parted, watching as you come into the township, and has quickly pulled back the curtain as perhaps your glance scans left, right, up and down as the party makes its way through. It seemed to be coming from this house just to the north here.
Ooh, we're so being watched, team.
So, as a recap, as the surrogate, nigh, loyal and brave leader of the group, Ludicrous.
It's just because Lord Benton's not here. He's going to be watching this.
Yeah.
He'd fight for that.
Ludicrous turns over to the new member of our party and says, "You there, stranger, of which we have rescued from their peril. Are you to join us on this quest and to find what it is that we are doing, being stricken here following our shipwreck?"
As a bard and an individual who just...
So you're a bard. Oh, fascinating.
continues wandering and enjoying the fruits that all that life can bring me, I'm very willing to just come randomly on this adventure with you and see where it takes me. Yes, let me join you.
Very well, young bardling. Stay with me, and I will steer you true.
Thankfully, yes, willingly, I will.
And in fact, bear with me a minute. I have something perfect for this.
Oh my god.
I left my ukulele downstairs. I was thinking of doing the ukulele today.
So, as Lord Benty,
Oh.
That's great.
I simply stare at Ludacris and this newcomer and say, "Very well."
Thank you, oh gracious Lord
That is
Benton.
awesome.
Thank you.
That is now the rule for gaming. If you're playing someone else, you need a headdress that you apply so that it's quite clear as to who's doing what. That's excellent.
Is that a Pez? Am I imagining
that's a
that
Pez.
is a
It is
Pez?
actually a custom-made
That's a Doctor Who
Fez.
Pez.
Fez, sorry,
yeah.
Fez. Oh my god, that
Wow.
is amazing.
I have a Milner.
Wow, and it's not Rach.
No.
Okay.
Actually, I think her name is Rachel. Yeah, I do think her name is Rachel.
Wow.
That is
Anywho.
a wonderful skill. Wonderful skill.
Ludicrous, you notice ahead as the party's entering, continuing on down the street. You notice that ahead, up the alleyway to the north that you've just all just sort of paralleling as you've passed that place. You can see north and south now, and just to the north, perhaps here, you see an old woman serving a man. She's got a cart of some sort of contraption, and she's handing him a small bundle in which he's paying. And he indicates that you see him sort of eagerly sort of thanking her, and basically returning back into the mists somewhere over to the right. Over to the left, over this way, into the buildings. But the old woman pauses for a moment. She seems to count coins or something like that, and then she notices that the party is looking at her, and she turns quickly around to look back at you.
She's pretty cute. She's all yours, Ludacris.
No, Daddy's home.
What time of day is it? Is it afternoon or nighttime now?
It's about lunchtime, really. She sees you. She gives you a nod and beckons you.
She's beckoning you, Ludacris.
Ludacris
Lady Rach
strides
has competition.
confidently and hungrily
I don't know.
for companionship or for pie towards the mistress.
Right. Well, I've put Ludicrous on the map. You should see you in about 2 seconds. Yes, you make your way up. Make your way up.
You make a beeline.
Make a beeline. Just give me 2 seconds.
To the honey pot.
I'm going to walk kind of slowly behind Ludacris, not really with him, but
So I've just-
it's all
I've
kind
just,
of follow slowly, tentative.
That's her there.
You can try the
Ludicrous.
pies first.
I'm happy to. You guys can either stay as the party at this particular point, or are you just splitting off as well, Nix? Or is everyone heading?
Following slowly behind.
Is everyone going slowly behind, or just Nix?
Yeah,
I will. Yeah. I mean, depending on who tries the pies first, and if they survive, then maybe we need some sustenance as well.
I'll try them.
She doesn't look very hygienic.
Lady
Exactly.
Rach wants some pie.
Okay, so as you approach, this lady turns and she goes, "Oh, would you like some pies? Would you like some pies?"
Yes, I would.
Ludicrous butts in and says, "Fair maiden, tell us of this town. Tell us of your wares. Most importantly, tell us of your leaders."
You're new to the town of Barovia. You're new to the town of Barovia. Welcome, welcome. It is fortuitous that we have met. For you have met the finest of the fine. These pies will help take the dull and the grey of this place and imbue you with some light and sweet dreams. My dream pastries, they are beautiful. Only 1 gold piece each.
Seems very expensive.
I actually think I'm too poor for this.
Yeah.
And
Too
also,
sweet
I wish
for
we had
us.
that raven or crow still to test the pies on, because I would like to. They sound like they might be drugged.
Yeah, I'm not keen on the pie.
What?
Mm.
Granny's pies are renowned. Everyone loves my pies. Come
Could you
now,
try
young
some?
man, a handsome man like you. And she turns to
Lord Benty's gonna spot me a gold
Lord
piece.
Benton.
I also think the lady should try she might have practiced, like in The Princess Bride, might have practiced the poison against herself and developed a resistance. I was going, she should try it first, but that might not be safe.
A pie for Lady Rach. A pie for Lady Rach.
Lovely, lovely.
Thank you,
She
Lord
takes
Benty,
it
you're
and
generous.
hands you a pie.
I don't have the ability to deduct gold coins from Lord Benty, but
We will.
Betty's paying for Lady
We will just keep it. Someone write a note, and I'll retract it from his character sheet. Actually, let me just do that right
Sure.
now. That will teach Lord Benton to
That's
not
it.
show up.
Yeah.
She hands you the pie, and as I deduct a gold piece from Lord Benton, 1 gold remove. That is done. The pie itself smells delicious. It feels warm, and it sort of is. It's almost got like a mapley nut smell to it. But
At least it's not almond.
she goes, "Oh, please have a taste, and please enjoy."
I go, thank you, don't mind if I do. Seeing as Lord Benty has generously bought me my pie, I feel like it would be only right if I gave him the first bite.
should I be doing? Is it going to work? Should I be doing one of those?
So is that Ludicrous or Lord Benton?
That's Lord
Is it?
Benton.
Right.
Yeah.
Smart move.
The 2 roll thing seems to still be
Yeah,
going.
we'll have to work on that, but that's okay. I'll take the first. But I haven't asked you to do a Constitution saving throw. Lord Benton takes a bite, and he, very nice. What's in this? That's fantastic. Granny goes, "Oh, well, you use all kinds of meat here, especially since we've a dreadful lack of sunlight for good fruits and veggies. I myself prefer chicken, but there's also goat, deer, and pig, and wolf meat, depending on where you go. You'd think wolf meat would be more of a delicacy, huh? Not here, dearie, not here. With Lord Strahd in charge, there's more wolves in these woods than we know what to do with." And she chuckles away.
Ludicrous says, "Lord Strahd, you say? Tell me more of this fellow. He sounds quite noble and, helpful to the folk who bake pies."
She hustles in, she looks left and she looks right. And she goes, "Oh, you're only new here. Lord Strahd holds dominion over this world. He is the master. He is the land its very self. There is no escape from here. Do not try your luck against the mist. It will choke you, and you will succumb to it. There is no escape from Barovia. Not even for the dead." She chuckles away. "The devil Strahd has cursed this place. It's because of forgotten sin of the Barovians' ancestors that He rules from the castle. He sees all. He sees you. And she points up to the castle. Now, can I interest any more of you with me pies? You, good sir, tastes good, doesn't it?
Who is
So
she gesturing
to
to?
Lord Benton, who's the only person who's had a nibble so far. Does Lord Benton eat more?
Lord Benton finishes his bite and then generously, well, as is Lord Benton's way, not so generously, provides the pie to Lady Rachel.
Oh, when you put your hand there, she appears.
Cool.
No, I think it's got to be out. Yeah, there we go. She flickers in and out of reality.
Nice.
There she is. Lady Rach, do you take the pie and do you have a bite?
I'm gonna offer it to the rest of the group first because I'm so generous. Does anybody else want some of this pie?
No, thank you. Not if it's got
No.
Pass.
hard meat in it.
Yeah.
Now that I know that it's got wolf in it, I think I'll leave it.
You're going to leave it?
Also,
It does
it could be
smell quite
werewolf.
nice. And she goes, oh,
Ooh.
look, you know, it's not, there's some meats, but, you know, there's a lot of nuts and other, and beets and roots. But look, each to their own. You, sir, you will have the sweetest of dreams tonight. And Lord Benton sort of got a little smile, an unusual natural smile crept across his face. And he agrees. And she turns back to you and she goes, yes, this land, there are many here, but there are undead enemies of Strahd. Namely, those fallen knights of the Order of the Silver Dragon. Those revenants can be found in that ruined mansion, well west of here. But I seek to you to take some respite here in this poor town. I'll be back tomorrow, and you perhaps will want some more pies. Perhaps I'll bake some extras, so that if you do decide to head to Valakai or to Argynvost, where those silver dragons are, you perhaps can take these with you. And indeed, remember that if you do make it to Valakai, there is the orphanage, and a good friend of mine, Vasily, has written to me and told of troubles at Valakai, and begged for myself and my daughters to take in some of the orphans, for there is much work at our home to be done. So if you do go to Valakai and return, please keep that in mind. We will look after the young ones for you.
God, okay. A lot of information.
Hmm.
Well, I want to be sure that you enjoy me pies now, I think, with such wonderful information as you said there, lassie. Perhaps you'd like one of my pies too.
I do want to know if he's Lord Stroud, why do you also call him Devil Stroud?
He's a vampire, of course. Surely you know that. He and his undead
Wow.
rule this world.
Okay, so quite evil then.
He's the master of the land. He's master of the weather. His spies include those, she spits, Vistani. The Vistani camp to the west on the shores of the Ser Pool, and another one on the outskirts of Valakai. They are those Vistani, strange folk, travel in and out of the mist, some say. But for goodness sake, be careful. Take some time to perhaps enjoy what little enjoyment there is in this dark town. As you hear that, you hear this wailing, sobbing from the distance. But it's like some 100 yards away, and it just sort of cuts through the mist.
Oh, do we want to go help the sobbing person?
I'd
I'm
like
more
to
inclined to
investigate.
find some leaders of this this town we've just sort of fronted up into.
I'll follow you.
You want to just go straight to Lord Stroud / Devil Stroud.
So Devil Stroud is the leader over the sort of the dominion, the region, but does this town have a mayor or a governor?
Ah, you speak of Coilan. His soul passed. His daughter traumatized. She is traumatized by Strahd. He believes that she is the reincarnation of his beloved, the one that brought this curse upon him. She hackles.
Is there a pet store?
There'll be none of you.
With
Are you
cats?
missing
There'll be no
boots?
animals here that you would
Oh.
want as a pet, lassie. I tell you, evil lurks in the woods. But Ismark, I saw him in the town square. The son of the mayor, Coilan. His sister, locked up in their mansion. Horrible it is, horrible. Besieged at night by creatures of the dark, scratching at it, bringing all sorts of trauma to that family. Kylan's heart, I suspect, has given in. But his soul will be stuck here. A pie for you, and she points to Ringo.
Ludicrous starts turning a gold coin over in his hand and says to the vendor, "Take us to the son of the mayor, and I will have one of your pies, dear vendor."
She brings a pie, she wraps it in a little piece of cloth, and she gives it to you. And she goes to take the gold piece.
Lead us to the son of the mayor, and this deal is done.
You'll find him sitting at the Blood of the Vine. It's the
And where would I find the blood of the vine?
tavern in town, in the town square. Only 100 or so.
From here, where is that?
She points to the
Bear my way.
to the west.
What's the name of the tavern?
Blood on the Vine.
Blood on the
Well,
Vine.
it used to be Blood on
that's
the
the name of the
Vine,
tavern.
but some smart young whippersnapper these days has changed it with a pen or pencil or chalk or crayon or Nico, if such thing exists in these worlds.
Blood of the vine, you say. The tavern to the west.
There's only one tavern in this bleak town, which is why you'll need more dream pastries. Perhaps you should all take one for good for your constitution. Should you...
Dream pastry sounds dodgy.
Ludicrous hands over a gold coin, takes the pastry, puts it in his pocket, and then beckons to the party to travel west.
Take care, all of you.
I'll also take one. I'll also take one just for safety in case. I think I've got one gold coin.
Right, subtract those gold coins and make your way. And she on her little cart wheels up here and then turns to the right and disappears, pushing her cart.
Thank you, your lady.
Thank
gone.
you.
It's just you guys there. We're going to just take you off,
She's
Ludicrous, and you're all back into the league, unless you guys spear off somewhere separately. Standing there, Lord Benton goes, that was very nice. I might have some more of that.
Lord Benton starts sort of fawning, starts grabbing at Ludicrous's pocket for further pie.
Yeah.
Cool. And?
We will...
Who else had some? Just Ludicrous? Just
I
Lord
didn't.
Benton?
I didn't have some. I just bought some because I thought we could drug things like with it later.
We will do this. Is that going to work? Yes.
Ooh, nice one.
So that's actually so the Ludicrous is for Lady Rach is for Lord Benty, but it's rolled twice again. So a 17.
Sorry, who was doing what? Lord Benty's doing what? Trying to get the pie.
Lord Benty, because he's open while Ludicrous and Lady Rach is open as well, has a 17. And then Ludicrous, I'm assuming as the subject of someone trying to reach into his pocket and steal a pie, is going to perceive
Perception,
that.
Yep. 8 has no idea. Too intrigued with the departing. So
21 or an 8.
it's the first
So
one.
the first roll.
First one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you must Yeah, that's weird. Did you use Lady Rachel's? What did you use for her?
We're running on the same computer,
But you
same.
did Lord Benton's D&D Beyond character.
Lord Benty is just viewing character within the same sheet of Ludicrous.
Right. Yeah, but you rolled for him because it came up as
Yes.
Benton Resteel and only rolled once, so that's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know what's actually happening. I think I'm going to disable the 3D dice, but
That's okay. Cool.
we'll get to that.
So you got a 21.
So 21, Ludicrous.
No, you got an 8.
Feels Benty
No, you
putting
got
his
an
hand
8.
in his pocket.
You get this 21.
The
It's
first
an
one
8.
was a 21.
8's the first one.
Oh, okay. I see a 21 as the first one.
Yeah, we do see 21 as the first one.
Okay. What do you?
Do you see one
I
or
see
two?
2, but in my screen it's 8 first, 21 second. Kelly, what's it for you?
That's so weird.
I see 8 first and 21
There it is.
second.
Okay.
Sorry,
well,
Ludicrous.
if that's what it's turned up, because it is. Hang on.
It is definitely 21-8 on
Of
ours.
course it would
That's
be.
odd. I know!
Well, if we're going with what turns up in the group, that's fine. I'm happy
That's-
with that. So Lord
yeah.
Benty would succeed in slipping a pie out of
He
Ludicrous's
does
pocket.
indeed. He takes that pie and he takes another mouthful.
Several mouthfuls, the glutton.
He does indeed.
Uh-oh.
Wait, who's eating the pie?
Yep, he eats the
Benty.
entire pie.
Benty.
Yep, he seems
Alright.
relatively
Uh-oh.
He's loving that pie.
satisfied at this particular point. And
Uh-oh.
so
I don't trust the pies. I don't trust much.
you
I thought if we came up against werewolves or something, we could use them.
Oh.
I was thinking they were like.
Well, hang on to yours then.
That's what I'm doing. Unless Benty gets addicted, I have to hide mine better.
So, do you continue to head down and then to the west?
Mare,
Oh,
Mare
wow.
son, definitely.
That's weird.
So to the west, looking for the red vine.
Blood of the vine. Blood on the vine?
Blood on the vine.
vine. Blood on the vine.
So as you
To the tavern.
approach, you find yourself, the mists are surrounded, and this is perhaps how Lord Benton perceives it all. The town square.
Wibbly-wobbly.
Poor Benty.
He's tripping on that pie.
How I
He'd be tripping.
Lord Benty
He's got
seems
him like-
quite, he goes, would that be the tavern? Hang on just one sec. Right. So, yes. So you see as you come into the town, into the actual into the square itself. Wait, sorry.
Spinny.
That there's a single shaft of light that sort of thrusts illumination into the main square. As you can see, the mist and the clouds make it quite dim, despite the fact that it's almost the middle of the day. The once finely defined architecture seems a little decrepit around the town itself, as if it's in a little disrepair. The brightness, though, is like a solid pillar in the heavy fog, and above the gaping doorway a sign hangs precariously askew, proclaiming this to be the Blood on the Vine Tavern. And you can see, as the old hag had said, that the blood of the vine, an N has been scratched over the F. So it was blood of the vine, and now it's blood on the vine.
Ooh.
So the building's about 60 foot square.
So we can all fit in there COVID safely.
That's right. It is COVID friendly. So this is the tavern is essentially to the top right there as you've come in to the square.
Ludicrous struts forward and bursts through the door.
Right. Well, that's what we'd like to see.
No cover charge.
No cover charge.
He's got girls with him, so it's okay.
That's right.
Yeah. Flanked either side by Lady Rach and it's not Fatale anymore. It's
Fury. I am a bard female though, but I am
Fury. Yes,
Fury.
So
I'm the music.
I have my entertainer and my bodyguard. Yes.
That's it.
So the tavern looks pretty much like any tavern from a country town. However, there seemed to be a sort of lack of the normal populace or occupants, particularly at this point in the day where you would expect lunch would be being made. So you see that there are 3 people who are sort of dressed in a little bit of a flourish, certainly quite lively looking material that they seem to be dressed in, and they are sitting in the corner to the sort of north. You see a barkeep. Gives you a nod as you've entered. He's drying a mug, and then over on the right you see a fine sort of gentleman sitting, looking into almost into his hands. But as he hears you enter, he looks up and he begins to appraise you.
Do I recognize the guy?
From what?
I don't know. Does he seem like he recognizes us? Is he watching us?
He's looking at you, yes. He's taking you all in, and that's what he looks like.
The blonde guy.
Lord Benty immediately approaches the bar and throws down a silver and says, two glasses of your finest wine, sir.
Ah, you're lucky. Indeed, I see you're travellers. My name is Arik. I'm the barkeep here. Thank you for your silver. It's good to see fresh coin. Please take a seat at the bar or at the table. The masters of the tavern sit here, and that is Alenka, Mirabel, and Sarivia. They sort of look up and they sort of give you a very curt nod, but then go back into almost private conversation.
Are they the 3 ladies?
No, so two females and 1 male, so 2 sisters, that peers. They seemed quite, and a brother potentially as well.
Okay.
So you mentioned 3 names, but you made no mention of the 4th
dude.
regal-looking gentleman with the blonde locks.
Ismark the Lesser. I'd leave him to his sorrow. He's lost his father. And at that point, one of the people from the corner of the bar come over. It's the male. He introduces himself. My name is Soriva. I am a part owner of this bar. Welcome to Barovia. You look like you are travellers. Do you need shelter? Some provisions? We can perhaps get you some food. You look like you need some food.
Lord Benty is actually quite satiated, but still requests his wine.
He goes, yes, we have wine. A pitcher of wine is a silver, and such a shiny silver it is indeed. We shall even give you clean mugs. Arik, wine for our friends. What brings you to Barovia? What should I say? Who?
Lord Benji cackles and says, "We were wrecked on your shores of Barovia."
Ah, this is a common story I hear. The seas must be rough.
And tell us of other travelers who have had this misfortune arrive on their fate.
Travelers come and go. That's for sure. Passing through here. Some they think that they can save us all from that dastard devil himself up there in his castle. Others, who knows? They come, they go. We never see them again. Except at night. Down at Father Donovich's church. At midnight, there's the March of the Dead. You must see it. Maybe you'll see yourselves. And they all burst out, the two sisters burst out laughing as well. But before you do, I suggest you go see Madame Eva. She's at the Serre Pool just outside of town. She will read your fortune for you. She's quite adept. And I believe she may even be expecting you. Now, Arik, the wine. Arik brings the wine. At this point, the gentleman in the corner has suddenly sort of stood up and approaches you. Travelers, I do not recognize you. My name is Ismark. Ismark Indirovich. He stumbles a little bit. He's perhaps had a little bit of wine.
New Barovia.
I'm Ismark Indirovich. I am the son of the burgomaster of this town, and I am soon to bury my father. And perhaps I could impart on your good selves to be of assistance to me.
Or what happened to your father?
His heart has given in. I think my sister has become the focus of that Strahd, the demon. He has visited her several times. He is not of mortal make. He is an evil man. He seeks to possess my sister. I would ask that you.
We've heard
I would
the
ask that
rumors.
you help and take her to safety. Perhaps if you're making your way to Valakai, you could take her and escort her to safety. I would pay you for it.
Yeah, maybe, but then we're pretty much heading to Strahd's, I reckon. Probably like right into the evil.
Sariva chuckles and goes, yeah, of course you're heading to Strahd. It's just a matter of time when he invites you.
Oh, crap. How much will you pay us to keep your sister
If
safe?
you're going to Valakai, says Ismark, and you promise to take her and make her safe, I will give you 50 gold pieces in advance.
Doesn't sound too bad.
What's in it for us to go to Strahd? It sounds like we'll be made into vampires. Is your sister here? Where is your sister?
You cannot take her to Strahd. You must avoid and skirt around the castle. Do not. Valakai has the walls. It's the only place that is safe in this besieged and lost place.
So we'd have to take her to Valakai for 50 gold
take
pieces.
Take her to safety,
and then
please. And Valakai.
Then make our way to
Valakai
Strahd's
has
castle.
I would warn you to avoid Strahd. He is unbelievably powerful and evil man. Many have come before you and have failed. Madam Eva!
Do you already have a lot of money?
Sariva,
we could ask for more
Sylvia,
money. If
Sylvia
you're not...
interrupts. He goes, Madam Eva, you must see Madam Eva. She will help you. If you intend to go to see Strahd, you must see Madam Eva first, for she will tell you your fortunes.
We might go see her after we've had something to eat.
Indeed. Arik, fetch the cook. We shall have lunch for our travellers. I assume you have not eaten as yet. The day grows long, and indeed, do you have somewhere
quite
to
hungry.
stay? Ismark jumps in.
You'll give us free boarding?
Ismark jumps in and says, "You must come meet Irina. Meet Irina. She is at the Burgomaster Mansion, my home, and I shall take you there now if you wish. And but perhaps Sylvia, you can prepare some meal, and we can come back once we speak to Ismark, to Irina."
Well,
I
we
would like
could
to meet Irina. I would like to meet Irina. She sounds as if we should try and find out more about why she's the type. And why do we want to go to Stroud, Nix? I didn't quite understand that.
Not just yet.
we don't.
Suicide.
Ludicrous would slap the table after finishing the entire pitcher of wine and say, "Yes! Let us meet this Irina. We feast on our return, and we plan our next day."
We pretty much need to go buy some more armor and equipment and stuff anyway.
Well, we need to find which way the wind is blowing during this shitstorm, and then we buy things.
Cool. So are we eating?
I did want to say to Armark, I'm sorry for your loss. Did your father actually, has he passed away, or are you in mourning for his sadness?
I am both. Strahd has taken a fancy of my sister. He thinks that
Yes.
he thinks that she is the reincarnation of Tatina, his long lost love, who married his brother Sergei, and this is why we all hear it as a tragic story, for Strahd killed his own brother. That is what the curse is, apparently has brought this world down upon us for some 1,000 years now, I believe. We're all trapped here. Our souls are trapped here. They just cycle around. There are many here who are shells. You'll see them, lifeless. They have no soul. Avoid them.
And how is it that the people of the tavern, how is it that you have managed to avoid becoming those who haunt the graveyard?
Well, we don't go and confront Strahd. We stay away from him. Plus the Vistani, they are not a bad group. They maybe not say some nice things about us, myself and my sisters, but Joe, we're all Vistani underneath. But the Vistani, they save Strahd. They are special to Strahd. We Vistani, he lets us come and go, And occasionally we bring some people. Well, my sisters and I no longer do that. We stay here in Barovia and run this little establishment. Maybe not go back to the Vistani. We considered moral now, which we pursue our own paths now from the Vistani. But Vistani are generally good, very happy people. But I suggest you'll see Madame Eva at the Serpool. Maybe don't mention us, but she will give you some advice, I suspect, and read your fortunes too for good fun. Right? The Taroka deck is her her thing.
The tarot cards.
Does this mean we get a deck of many things? Because I'm in.
Yeah, it means many things, But most of all, it means that, you have the Taroka deck, yeah?
Does anyone else want to buy weapons or stuff now? Or do you want to go have your fortunes read?
And one of the sisters brings out her own Taroka deck. Let me choose. Let me read a card for one of you. Hey, only one game. I give you my attempt at fortune.
Lord Benty?
Eh?
Lord Benty?
Lord. Very well.
He's paying for all the drinks.
You'll say stop, and I take the first card off the top. Just
you will stop.
I stop there. Okay.
Now.
Here we go. What is this card? It is the Necromancer. The Necromancer. The stars. The Necromancer. Unnatural events and unhealthy obsessions, those who follow a destructive path. And with that, she puts her cards away in a little cloth. And she looks at Lord Benty, and I see his eyes, they're a little distant. Brother!
He's a little dreamy at the
Brother.
moment.
What can you tell us of the pies from the pie
I'd not be
lady?
eating those pies. But each to their own, you know. It brings much happiness to people here. But I think also some sadness.
Pies.
What shall we be expecting? How can we protect our friend?
Don't let him eat any more pies. It'd be the first thing I'd be saying. Now, your meal is here. And with that, there's some meats of various descriptions, if any of you want to try and identify.
Yes.
But it does look well cooked, and there's some sort of vegetable root, like some, sort of like a beetroot crossed with a sweet potato, something like that. It's indistinguishable. But given the darkness here, you're not going to really get like sunflower seeds. Just saying.
I'll have some vegetables.
Yeah, I'll pick at some of the what looks like well cooked meat and try.
It's delicious, actually.
Just random bits.
It's actually quite delicious. Do you all take a meal? There's a pitcher of wine which is extinguished already, so another silver piece will get you another pitcher of wine. And Ismark is keen that you feast. Yes, please. Let's have lunch. Have your lunch, and perhaps you would come with me to the mansion, meet my sister. But you must either stay with me or take rooms here with Vistani, because you cannot be out at night in Barovia. You must not be out at night in Barovia. And if you are traveling, you travel with my sister. You stay close to the road, and always have a fire.
I think we'll take your kind offer of the Burgomaster's.
His house? Yeah.
Yeah, the mansion sounds good.
Sounds good.
Ludicrous is, of course, sitting in the corner just only eating meat and dining on whatever was fermented.
I'm eating the vegetables because I don't know how much of this is wolf and how much of it might be werewolf, and I don't know how you catch werewolfism.
So,
I'm a
Lord Benty
vegetarian bard.
Where is my silverware?
Well, and he is also
Vistani
treating us to
whips
this,
out
isn't he?
from somewhere.
Benty's very generous.
You don't know where, but the Vistani whips out a silver dagger, and sticks it into the middle of the meat, and says, "You can borrow mine, but I will have it back at the end of today. At the end of your meal."
Lord Benty graciously starts carving away only the finest, the most succulent breast pieces.
And Lord Benty, as he eats it, he sort of, it fills his stomach. It's that kind of, you've had a few wines in the afternoon, and then you're having a bit of a roast at night. It's that kind of feeling, and it's basically, sort of now, bringing him a little bit closer to you all in terms of, emotional, psychological distance. He's coming back, and he starts to admire. He goes, "This is fine silver work. You have a silver dagger, perhaps. Why do you have a dagger that is silvered?"
Ooh, we should get some silver weapons.
Well, I was thinking
wooden ones.
I was thinking stakes. I was thinking,
wooden stakes?
Is it that will protect us from the Strouds, devil Strouds?
Well,
people.
Vistani laughs. You're best just to have our stakes. Let me tell you, you'll be nothing but a fool to think you can race in and try and stab Strahd in the heart with a wooden stake. And they all burst, and even Ismark starts to have a chuckle. Arik, the barkeep, though, he's not chuckling. He's just he's drying the mug.
So Lord Benty begins turning this silver dagger over in his hands, and he says, You have skilled blacksmiths. You have people who are able to make magic weapons in this village.
There's nothing here in this village. There's the Bilderrath's mercantile across the way. Other than that, there's very little here. It's subsistence. There's some markets. There's some food exchange. Bilderrath's mercantile, he would not have silver weapons, nor does he have a forge. You need to go to Valakai for that. That's the larger town. You'll find what you're looking for in Valakai. It's maybe a day and a half's travel from here. So you either sleep close or you sleep far. You know, either way, you sleep close to the road and keep a fire. Maybe you find some Vistani on the way. They sing songs. You tell them some stories. You tell some Vistani some stories. They look after you. They like a good story. But you stay here. It's okay. Valakai lies in the heart of this valley. Burgomaster is Baron Vargas Valakovich. He thinks his family should be ruling this valley. But yes, and then the village of Krezik lies further west. Fortified village built around the old abbey. But the burgomaster there is Dmitry Korezkov. He has no illusions of grandeur. But here, and he grabs the bottle of wine. He goes, "Hey, this is the lifeblood of Barovia for wine. This is what keeps us all alive, and you know, we get our wine from the Wizard of Wines just past Krezik." But
is it a red wine?
yes, of course. What do you think?
Has it got blood written on the label?
Oh no! Don't be silly. This is not their best. We have not seen their best for some years now, and in fact, we are well overdue a shipment. I need to put my prices up because I am running down low. We only have maybe 50 bottles left in the cellar. But yes, so if you get to Krezik, go visit the Wizard of Wines. Tell them that Sariva needs his wine and they should hurry up. But their wine has been not the best these last few years, so not know where the good wine goes. Maybe Strahd takes it for all himself or something, I don't know.
Okay, cool. So, team, are we kind of thinking...
I'm liking the idea of meeting Arena and then evaluating whether we want to take the 50 gold pieces and then go and then we can go and like get our weapons.
Let's go stay with Ismark.
In the village. Yeah, I think so.
And there you can meet Arena. We can stay the night. Yep. Drop her at Valakai.
Survive.
Buy some silver weapons.
Come back.
And then go to...
Your deaths. Yeah.
The castle.
That sounds wonderful.
Off to die.
To our deaths.
So
does everyone like that idea? Is Lady Rach still alive? Like, what's Lady Rach
Lady
doing?
Rach is sipping wine and taking delivery of pizzas, and she's on board with this plan.
Good. Okay, good.
Wicked.
Mm-hmm.
Ludicrous slaps the table after finishing a hearty tumbler of mead and says, "Yes. Let us go to meet your sister, sir."
Come.
Ismark, we'll take that 50 gold pieces, thanks.
He says, "Yeah." He says, "I will provide that to you when I can select the right thing." Just give me a second here. Where am I? That's why. Okay. This mark this is his mark here. There's his mark. Right, sorry. Okay, so Ismark,
the 50 gold pieces.
he says, I do not have 50 gold pieces on me, clearly. I do not carry 50 gold pieces. There's no need to carry 50 gold pieces in this town. This town is lucky to have 50 gold pieces. I am about to become mayor now. It is my duty to look after these poor people, these wretched souls. Come. Are you finished your meal? Are you ready to go? Ismark walks out into the town square and begins to lead you down through the center of the town here. Yeah, you guys are following. So right here is Bildrath's Mercantile. You can see a poorly written sign painted upon both the wall and also a swinging sign above the entry to the door, and it says Bildrath's Mercantile. So it's a sort of, there's some sparse light from the building spills out behind these sort of heavy curtains. It looks like it's quite big. It's sort of like 70 foot long by 40 foot wide. And Ismark says, if you need some simple stuff, this you might buy here. He trades with the other towns in Barovia, but come. The afternoon is pressing. We must come make arrangements, and you decide where you stay for tonight and what we do. Okay? Okay?
Okay.
So Ismark continues to lead you down towards the town. As you take it sort of in and look back behind you, you can see that the afternoon gloom is settling in. You're certainly feeling, that it's dark. And again, as you look back up, you see that castle towering over the township. You start to pass some people going about their business. Some are hurried, some are small children, but pretty much they all look drab and grey, as if the world is upon them. And they all wear an interesting sort of set of attire. Perhaps in a brighter days it would be quite fancy and colourful, but the colours are drab and their expressions some are...
Is that a baby wielding a mace?
Coolest baby ever.
Come, says Ismark. Come. You must come. Quick. Come with me, please.
Kel, do you want to hit pause and duck into the haberdashery, or you want to continue on?
What do I want from the haberdashery?
They've got basic supplies.
I want to buy armor.
Ismark comes back. He goes, come. You go. Come meet my sister. Let's see what we need to do, and we make the.
I made a shopping list.
Arrangement.
Oh, you can't see it. Wait. Oh, this background stuff.
There
sucks.
you are. Crossbolt case.
Yeah, see, I need.
Nice.
Bring all the armor that I lost in the shipwreck. I'd like to sell some gems. Are we staying at Bill's Mercantile?
No,
we're staying at the Burgomaster's. That is now to Mark's Tomark's.
So, Dunk, the mercantile, are you talking about rations? Are you talking about simple weapons, melee weapons? Are you talking about what?
Ismark turns and looks. He goes, "Who's this Duncan? Hey, my name is Ismark, and to answer your question,
Ismark, I beg your pardon. I flashed back to a Duncan that I once
you
knew.
eat some pie.
Who knew a mercantile? Ugly as an ass.
You eat some of
and just as intelligent.
You ate some of Morgantha's pie, didn't you? It's not good. Do not eat more of Morgantha's pie. It's very odd. Strange. You might sleep well, but not well very long.
Does it work against the vampires, the pie?
I don't know. It's a very good question. But, I'm not keen to try and find out. So I make sure I'm in bed and we are locked. Our house is locked up well before. But look, you will find many things here. But come back, only simple things though. Yeah, you'll find here very simple things. Him and his Bilderaf and his nephew Parewimple, they run a strange business. But come we go further. Yeah.
Can I Could I sell stuff there?
Oh my goodness! Come back! You look. Why did you just go in and speak to Bilderath? We're not. My sister, And he doesn't look at his watch like that. He looks up towards the dim shadow of the sun that's etching and trying to push through the thick cloud. He desperately trying to get you mob down there, but that's fine. He says, look, it's rain will come soon, I think. Yeah.
Ludicrous joins our leader companion.
It's the raining now. Come on, we go. Let's go. Come. We go to my. Come to my mansion. Come to my home.
Okay. We'll go to these marks.
All right. So you come with me this way, yeah? This is.
Yep.
We're
following you.
Okay. Come down here. So running through the rain now. That rain and the sort of afternoon storm has seemed to basically hit the town,
Here we go. We're following.
Come, we get out of this storm, yeah?
Yep. We're running.
Running up to this weary looking mansion. It squats behind a rusting iron fence. The right gate lies cast aside, whilst the left swings lazily in the wind. The stuttering squeal and clang of the gate repeats with mindless precision in the wind and the rain. Weeds choke the grounds and press with menace upon the house itself. Yet against the walls, the growth has been trampled down to create a path all about the domain, circling the house. You see now as you approach up the pathway, heavy claw markings have stripped the once beautiful finish off the walls. Great black marks tell of the fires that have assailed the mansion. Not a pane nor a shard of glass stands in any window. All the windows are barred with planks and each one marked with stains of evil omen. Come in. Don't worry, we have some work to do outside. Yes, come into.
I feel safe.
Yeah. Inside, and with that, the door shuts behind you, and the weather is left.
Okay, I've got good investigation skills. Can I do some investigation?
You sure can. So as you enter into the interior of the mansion, it seems quite well furnished. The fixtures show signs of great wear, however. Noticeable oddities are the boarded up windows and the presence of holy symbols in every room. Perhaps the most stark thing is that you see lying in front of you an open coffin with a man's body lying in this simple coffin, surrounded by wilting flowers and a faint odour of decay.
How did your father pass away?
Brother!
Die?
We must bury father. Oh, excuse me. This woman enters. A Stark woman. Well, she could have been, not Stark. What's the other clan? God, I've lost it now.
A Lannister.
This woman enters, a redhead, dashing, not carrying a sword, however, at this particular point in time. She stands next to her father's casket and says, "We must, brother, we must make arrangements. We must put father to rest. It has been too long." Ismark turns and says, "Irina, my dear," and he takes her hand. "Yes, we will do that, but these people, these good people, they are new to Barovia. They are strong and warriors, and they will take you to Valakai. They will take you to safety. They will keep you safe. We have made an arrangement. You must prepare to leave." And Irina pushes his hand away and states, "I'm not leaving without Father being put to rest. We must go to the church now. We must put him to rest this afternoon before the night falls. Yeah? Father Donovich will do the ceremony, yeah? What do you think?"
Okay.
I'd be happy to help with that.
Thank you. You were
Pretty
helpful.
rainy out.
Please, we must help. We must help you. Yes, the weather, it is always raining in Barovia. You will always find this, but I am so wonderful. Thank you. And coming over towards you, Fury, is Irina. You notice that she does look quite stunning. She's red-haired and green-eyed, and has this charisma about her that you warm to.
It's probably why Strahd's after her.
But I do think that if we're going to do it, we should do it before it becomes anywhere near dark night. And then we'll learn more about the church, what we're facing. But that is if everyone has the energy. We've just survived a shipwreck. I'm very interested to know how everyone else is feeling about this, including Lord Benty and his fez.
Lord Benty strides forward at this striking redhead and says, Irina, we will take care of your father, but more importantly, we will take care of you. We'll get you from this town. We'll get you to safety as your brother has asked. But first, what can I do for you?
Help me bury my poor father. He died protecting me from Strahd. And with that, she reaches up to her neck.
Uh-oh.
And she looks like a shiver overtakes her. Come, we must... And Ismark interrupts and says, We must do this. Perhaps it is too late. It is too late. We go tomorrow morning. Perhaps you stay here tonight. Perhaps, I don't know. But since my father has passed, the attacks have stopped.
I thought it was only just after midday. What time is it now?
Well, you had lunch, talked a lot, waffled about shopping for an inordinate amount of time. And
Ismark, are you telling us that it's close to dark?
He says, no, it's not close to dark, but if we are to bury my father, this will take some time. I think it would take too long, for dusk will come and we will be caught at the church, and I do not want to be caught at the church. There are things that haunt this town at night that means that you must stay inside. You do not want to walk the streets at night. You will not walk very far. Irina, we must do this tomorrow. Perhaps you could put some tea on for our guests, and you will stay here tonight, yes?
I would like to know how your father died, Ismark. I'm sorry if it's very personal, but I'm concerned that perhaps we may be exposed to your father having been attacked.
So she sits down in a rather comfortable sort of chair, and she... My father is... he's wanted to protect me and keep me from Strahd's influence. You see, Strahd is... he has come and he has visited here once, maybe twice. I invite him in. I don't know why I do it. It seems his presence just overtakes me. He's a very very convincing man, and he wants me to come and be with him and be his bride. But my father does not want this. My father and my brother. She looks at her brother, and her brother's just sort of looking a bit dour as she's telling the story. My brother, he has been good. My father is... she waits as the thunderclap passes. My brother and my father protect me for weeks now. Every night they come, creatures, the wolves, God knows what they are, the shuffling undead. They scratch at the door, they try, and they call my name, and it's terrifying. So I think my father's heart gave out, so we have not had any come in. They have not made their way into our house, but they have destroyed everything outside. I had a beautiful vegetable garden just outside near the front. Yeah, it is now trampled and ruined. Yes, says his mark. Yes, some very good vegetable roots there. Yes, they are gone now. I know. But we have meat. We have meat. The hunters have sold us some good deer and venison. So, yes, but my father, he.
Sorry.
I assume that was Lord Benton, given you've got the fez on. Hey, Will, are you there? Are you
Yes.
on? Can you turn your camera on if you're there,
Yeah,
please?
I think so. I don't have my
Okay,
camera.
Oh, I can hear you.
Cool.
No, it's fallen behind.
Alright, we'll fix that. And we've got about half an hour before we finish up. So we're at the Burgomaster's discussing things with Irina and Ismark. Yes, he fell to the floor one night, clutching his chest, and he passed away in front of our very eyes. As he did, though, those creatures left, and they have not been back. I will make you some tea. I'll make you some tea. She stands up, and she disappears towards what seems to be like a kitchen. You can sort of hear the crackle of a fire, and then you hear a clang of a pot, and some sloshing of water, and the tinkle of a...
I must say, everyone, I'm not very happy with the fact that she's already invited him in.
Do you watch True Blood?
Well, if we're following the standard vampire rules, that means that he's now allowed in.
Yeah.
So Luke has
a
called a little team huddle.
Let's have a huddle.
I will go help my sister.
Okay, yes.
Yeah? I will help my sister.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Tom.
So broadly speaking, we have no capacity outside of hours to do anything. It's starting to get dark. I suggest we hunker down here and secure the unknowns, which will be the Burgomaster, this location, as well as the sister.
The sister needs to stop letting him in.
She needs to be locked the fuck away.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. She can't be letting him in again.
However...
are we closing the coffin of the dead father? Like, is that what you mean by securing the father?
I completely trust the sister. She seems very trustworthy.
Lord Benty, you be tripping, so we'd not be listening to you anymore right now. No.
I think he's over the effects of a...
I don't think he's in charge of his faculties.
Not over the effects of a redhead. Oh, no.
And I'd like Lady Rachel's and Ringo's opinions as well. If this is a true team huddle, I'd like to have a full collaboration view, like on this. Lock her up.
Lady Rachel wants to lock her up.
Let's lock her up like Hillary Clinton.
Cool. Do it.
All right, team huddle.
And Ringo, what's your view, Ringo? Like,
I think we should definitely be very cautious.
Yes.
Caution always.
We should probably do some sort of watch at nighttime just in case something happens.
Yes.
That sounds good.
Yeah, and maybe we should probably bury this guy because that's respectful.
Aren't we going to do that tomorrow in the daylight? Because they want to take him to a church and do performing all the rites and stuff.
We can do that then.
Yeah, we do it now, but it's getting too dark, and we don't want to be out at midnight when there's a walk of the dead happening at the church.
Yeah, that's probably not a good idea.
So we do need to lock him up as well too. So I reckon closing his coffin and maybe tying it up.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
We don't want just him all dead out in the open.
I agree. And I think we need to stoke the fires because apparently fires are a good thing in this area. So we stoke the fires.
We're just in a house.
Hopefully there's fireplaces and brands to flourish. Well, good chat. Thanks, everyone.
I've never stayed in a house before. Okay,
haven't.
so we'll have the tea. We'll take the tea, and then we'll take it in turns of.
We'll take tea. We'll have watches. We'll have the sister behind a locked door for the evening.
Yeah.
Okay, who wants to take the first watch?
I'll take
I
the
will.
first watch.
Ringo and Rach, did you say?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, Ringo and Rach for the first watch.
I'll take the second watch.
I'll take the second watch.
All right, then I'll take the third watch with Benti.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'll take the third watch.
Attaboy.
If I play music, I can give you bardic inspiration. Like, so then you get the extra ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. So I can like do that if I play music.
Bardic inspiration is a limited period of time.
Here's Mark
valid.
who's
10
stirring
minutes.
the tea,
10 minutes.
standing there behind you all.
Hey, is Mark.
He goes,
Hi.
So you're looking forward to being mayor?
it is a heavy responsibility I will bear on shoulders that my father has prepared me for. There are many in this town who will think that I am not up to it, but I will prove them wrong. I will bring order and peace to this town, and perhaps when my sister is safe, the horrors that haunted in the evenings will be gone. And then I shall deal with the various problems that we have, like trade, for instance, being Bilderat's the only thing. Perhaps when you return in many years' time, we will have a flourishing economy here. It is my dream.
Definitely. Well, on keeping your sister safe, we'll take those 50 gold pieces now. And
Indeed.
and we'll,
Any supplies or weapons you might be able to provide us.
any
That's a good
silver
idea.
weapon.
I will be back. Perhaps I can assist you indeed. And he turns and goes up the hallway, leaving Irina there to place a pot of tea and some cups. The cups are all the same, and obviously of some quality workmanship. She sits and she goes, the walls in this house are very thin. I hear that you would like to cover my father. That is not our way, but I do appreciate that you are going to help take me to the church tomorrow to bury him, and then I will go with you to Valakai if that is my brother's wish.
Definitely. Well, we just wanted to close the lid
I
of Dad's
understand
coffin.
your hesitation,
That's
and
cool.
whilst that is not our way, I will concede to this because we need to have trust between us all, and so yes, we shall
Thank
close
you.
that coffin, and as night falls, I will be sleeping with my brother in the main room. We invite you to stay with us there. The fire will be on, and other than that, I hear that you will keep some form of watch. Please do not open doors or windows. Stay inside our house. It is nothing is come, and as I say, Starad, indeed, yes, you are right. I am. It's all a fuzzy memory to me. I'm not sure why, but he comes, and yeah.
Is he going to come
Not.
tonight? Okay.
Irina, as a female and as someone who is concerned for your welfare, may I just look at your neck, please? I have high investigation powers, and I'm just very interested in your neck right now.
She places her hand there, and she goes, "Yeah, yes, it's true. Yeah, it's true. Strahd is a vampire. It is true, and he wants to make me his bride." And she turns, and you see 2 puncture marks in her neck.
Oh, that's why they've not come back, because she's already been turned into a vampire.
I'm not a vampire. He must do something else. But I've only been bit twice. It's I believe 3 times. And that 3rd time I will be his.
Yeah.
Irina, just because we're concerned for your safety and our own, we would like to secure you so that you may not invite Devil Stroud in
I understand.
tonight.
Strahd or any vampire can only enter a residence with an invitation from one of the occupants. I would say to you, do not invite anyone in. There's a knock at the door.
All right, Irina, we're going to put you in this room for your safety right now.
And we're also putting a bit of like a gentle muzzle on your mouth. I don't know what to do.
I've got some leftover purple cloths we can use.
Good.
So I'm just going to rip up bits of
with
that.
With love, Irina.
With love.
With love. All the love.
Can we put her to sleep for a little while?
I've got some pie, Irina. Can you have some of this lovely pie?
Lord Benty is completely on board with this muzzle gag.
Depriving someone of liberty. Okay, Irina, here's some lovely pie that I got today. I'd just like you to have some, okay? And we're not answering that door anymore.
So the knocking continues.
Yum, yum, yum.
Ismark, Ismark. You hear a woman's voice calling for Ismark. Yeah.
Okay, we're... That's right.
Ismark.
We can ask Ismark if it's who it is, if he knows.
We're still putting Irina in that cupboard.
But we may have to do the same for him.
Has a sword, and Irina draws a very fine sword, in actual fact. The voice continues, Ismark! Irina! Ismark, I know you are there. You have those people there. Help me find my daughter.
Ismark, who's at the door?
Ismark goes,
Oh, it's your mum.
It's Mad Mary. And Irina goes, Mad Mary, yes. She has lost her daughter some days ago. Wandered into the mists. Help me find my daughter, you two. Please let me speak to them.
Mad Mary, we'll talk to you in the daytime, please. I'm sorry, we're just doing, there's stuff going on right now.
Gertrude, you must find Gertrude. And suddenly you see Ismark sort of talking to her through the wall. Mary, there's nothing we can do. Your daughter is lost, but you must find her. She's only a young baby. Ismark goes, she is a little older, Mary. She is much older now. She has made her own decisions. She has left the Barovia. But you must find her. Here, I'll leave you her toy. I'll leave it outside. Please, you must find her and get this her favorite Blinsky back to her.
Okay, Mad Mary, and we all just kind of walk back away from the door slowly, pretending like the footsteps are just getting less.
And also, I'm just worried about the fact that if someone invites someone in and they're the two of them, we can control each other. Maybe we can't control Lord Benty, but I think we need to use this purple fabric. Nobody's controlling Lord Benty. Can we use the purple fabric, please, Nix? Can we get that out and make it happen for,
Has she eaten a bit of the pie?
I've given them both, I think so. Have they?
Hang on,
have they had some?
So I must have missed that. You've given someone pie? What's going on?
Yeah, well, it was like to sort of chill her out a bit and stop her. Like, actually, I thought we'd put some of that, the purple fabric and muzzle her, and that would be quite distressing. But maybe if she has some pie, she might be okay.
Sort of stands tall, and she is quite tall, quite sturdy, and she flips the sword quite capably in her hand as she says, "No, I will not eat those pies." And Ismark says, "No, don't eat the pies. There's something with those pies that you will never stop eating the pies, and there is something odd."
Okay, can we just usher her into the cupboard then? Can we say, "Look, just for tonight,
I will stay here.
We're just going to pop you in the cupboard."
Go to the tavern. This is my home. I will stay here with my brother. We're sleeping in the main room next to the fire. I've already gone through this with you. I appreciate your offers of protection, but protection also comes with trust. I have said that I will cover my father for you. I say, do this as a gesture of trust and understanding between us, for we are to travel to Valakai together. Now you want to make me eat the pies and tie me
Sorry.
up on something.
I do apologize.
And
I'm
I
a bard.
We watch the door for you, Irina. We will watch your door for you. We will not restrain you. We will not join you to sleep in your quarters, but we will watch over your father and you this evening, says Lord Benty.
All right,
I ask
we'll
that
start our
you
watches.
do not open, as I say before, do not open the doors or the windows to nothing. They must remain shut. Your lives depend on it. You must keep this building secure.
We're trying.
Okay, we'll try very well. This is so far good. No doors or windows are open, so we are doing all well. I shall make us a beet soup for dinner and supper. Shall you join us before you begin these watches? Yeah. Ismark returns. He brings
Delicious.
you back, holding a bag of gold, or a coins. Appears to be gold. You haven't really opened it yet. He says, "Who shall I give this to? Who of you is your leader?"
I'll take
Ludicrous
it.
snatches
Nick is
it
Can we just take
Nick is
10
the money
each?
person.
Yeah.
and hands it to Kel.
I was going to say, like, can we all just have 10 gold each?
That's nice. That's a nice, fair, equal distribution.
So you split it between
Excellent.
6 of you. How's that? Or what are you doing? So Ringo, are you there? What's going on, Ringo? Have we got you on video? Are you with us?
Yeah, I'm here. I can't find my stupid
Right.
camera.
Okay, so are you taking part in the conversation at all, or you're just?
Yeah. I was just doing stuff with my mum a little earlier, but yeah,
Okay.
I'm here.
So you're happy? So they split it 5 ways, yeah?
Yeah, that's
so
fine.
Fury. So
We can split it 6 ways. Obviously, then we have 2 left over that we can just have in the shed.
Why don't
I
we give those other
do
2?
not have a big need for money.
We could all take 8 each, and Benji can have that extra
2 to make up for his pies and his
cool.
drinks
Let's
from
do
the
that.
tavern. That seems fair. Then we're sharing it. That is if we make sure we save
I
poor
appreciate this,
Irina.
says Ismark.
Irene.
He's nodding his head. He says, "My father schooled me as an accountant. I appreciate the detail that all of you go to do an equitable split. This pleases me, for I have more faith that you shall escort my sister to Valakai and keep her safe. And this is what I ask of you. So thank you indeed, and I think supper will be ready soon. Yeah. Now, also, I have
Sweet.
this for
Sounds
you.
good.
It is not much, I know, and he produces a silvered dagger.
Ooh.
Who of you should perhaps look after this? This was my father's, and I think I would like you to take it and hopefully not use it to protect my sister. But when you get to Valakai, when my sister is safe, I implore you to give this to my sister, as it is our family's. Do I have your word for this?
Yes.
Yes. In the short term, it should go to the person who's most skilled. Who would the person most skilled be? I'm a bard. It's not me.
I've already got a dagger.
It'll either be the rogue or me.
You guys can have it.
Lady Rach, want a silver dagger?
Yes.
Do you happen to have a silver staff?
What's that, Ringo?
A silver quarterstaff would be my preferred. But I
Is
don't
that what
think
you've
those
got?
exist. No, that's what I would like.
When we go to Valakai to drop off Irina, we're going to go and buy some silver weapons there.
Oh, I hope they sell it.
So
hoping they do.
Ludicrous turns to Valakai and says, "Thank you
Valakai's
very
a
much."
town, but that's okay.
And Lady Rach steps
Ismark,
forward
I think you mean.
to. Oh, Ismark, yeah, that
Brisbane,
one.
I love you all.
And Lady Rach, I'm sure, graciously accepts the silver dagger and promises to keep it safe
And give it back.
to
And
his
give it
sister
back.
into safety and to give it back.
That's what I'm most concerned about with Lady Rach.
I know. I feel like you should be.
Yeah.
Ludicrous then says, "Do you have an armory, sir?"
No, this is Burgomaster, my father's home. This is. I bring you what we have here. My sister carries a sword. I carry this, and he shows basically almost a short sword, but it's more decorative than stabby. But he just sort of brings it out of his robes, but puts it back down. He says, "Look, supper is ready now. So shall we eat? The weather has cleared a little, and I intend to go and make sure that everything is okay outside. Does one of you want to come with me while we do this? No?
We will
Would you
stay.
want to go outside?
We were going to go outside. I don't understand why you're going outside when we were just talking about not going outside.
Daytime, no? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, we're staying. Let's keep all the windows boarded.
Okay. Well, I must go out
and play charades.
I must go out and check that everything is okay outside. Yeah. You sure you don't want to come?
What do you need to check?
The windows are secure and that the doors are, together.
Surely you can just check that from the inside.
Well, you can try to check from the inside, but there is many things that perhaps not go so well, eh?
Well, you should have company then. I will go with you, even though that may be very stupid.
Don't split the party. I say.
All right, then I won't do that. Then that
Let's
doesn't seem
all
very.
eat the soup
Mm.
and go to bed. That sounds like fun.
And get through the night and get out of Dodge. I had a question. Valakai, is there an armory there?
Yes, that's where they said that they could make some silversmithed weapons for us.
Okay,
Yeah.
as long as we confirm that, good. Okay,
We just need to make it there alive, and we'll be fine.
that's it. Now, Ismark, is this your nightly ritual? Why the plan to go outside?
This is my nightly ritual. Yes, that's correct. Every night we come out and we walk around. Well, not every night. We don't go out at night. This afternoon, I make sure that everything is secure outside. There's problems. Things come loose. You do not need to be worried about this. This is perfectly normal for us.
Okay, well, we'll let you continue, and good luck with that.
Have you come with me?
No, we're good. We're just going to stay here. We're going to play charades. Does anybody know how to play dragon chess? I have dice. I'm going to go.
sing a song. I can sing a song.
Please.
So sorry, who was coming with
guitar.
me? Was someone? No.
No.
Splitting the party was a bad idea.
Ludicrous will join.
Okay, so Ludicrous and Ismark takes his weapon and he pulls it out, and you can see it's actually silvered as well. It's slightly longer than a dagger, but not as long as a short sword. He grasps it and he steps out, and you can now see that Barovia is the sun is setting. It will be completely dark. It's quite dark now. The rain has stopped. You can see some lightning in the distance that silhouettes the castle. Ismark says, "Yes, it is an impressive view, no? Looking up at Strad's dominion, Castle Ravenloft, it is called. Yes, named after his mother, Queen."
Ludicrous draws his Castellian sword and says, "We'll walk your perimeter as you have always done, but then we should return inside, sir."
agree, but I'm saying this is impressive view. No, new to Barovia, the sun setting, the castle, it looks good. Yeah, except for when the bats come out, that is not so good. But okay, let's. Oh, what is
Indeed.
this? Mary has left Gertrude's strange toy, and if you have a look at the chat, if you
The
have a look at the
blinky.
chat in Skype, you'll see that.
Oh, creepy toy. Mm-mm. Yeah, I'm not touching that.
Us. Yeah, that can stay at the foot of the door for the rest of the evening. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
I think I saw it in that photo, wasn't it? In that picture that you had,
What picture?
the one of the people in their
Maybe,
strange
yeah,
garb. No,
No,
it looked a bit like
maybe
a bit of
the
an eerie doll.
toys are the Blinsky toys are popular here in Barovia. Ismark walks around the building, checks the doors, rattles a few things. There's some chains and some padlocks he checks from the servant entries at the back that have been bound up, and then he returns with Ludicrous into the front door and then shuts the door behind the two of you. He hands the doll to Ludicrous if you take it.
The doll is to stay outside over the evening.
Okay. He opens the door and he looks and he tosses it outside. No, he tosses
Places.
it. And he shuts the door. He shuts the door.
Okay, he tosses.
And he starts the process of bolting the door shut and then puts a padlock on it and locks it and says, the key is here on my neck if something happens, but don't open it. But if come morning something is not right and I'm not here, perhaps you will find it here on my body. Yeah.
You talk about trust, and we will be watching over you and your sister this evening. Would you have us take custody of the key over the night?
No. My sister talks of trust. I talk of keeping us all safe and paying you 50 gold pieces to take my sister to safety at Valakai. So I'm keeping the key. I'm the burgomaster now, and it's a heavy responsibility. You discuss trust with my sister. I'm trusting you with my sister. I think that demonstrates my trust enough, and I have given you your 50 gold pieces up front.
Very well. And you will stay in your room this
you're
evening,
perhaps
sir.
also a little deaf. My sister and I sleep in the main room next to the fire that we stoke up because A, it keeps us warm, B, we prefer that at this time because, some strange shit happening at home, Things that will bump in the night against the walls and scratch the fuck out of our garden, yeah?
To which Ludicrous says,
Yeah, I suspect your friend, he turns around to the rest of the party. Your friend, not so bright, but he looks like he can fight, so that is a good thing. Now, I suggest all of you, you'll finish your soup my sister make for you, and tomorrow in the morning we shall break fast. We have some grains that. Well, they're not quite grains, but we make some sort of bread type thing we have in the morning, and we shall go see Father Donovich and put my father Koilan to rest. Yeah, and he turns towards the coffin, which is now, you notice, closed. Irina is just finishing off closing it down. She hasn't nailed it down or anything, but she certainly put it on there, and she's tying a piece of rope around the middle of it. And she goes, yes, this will do.
Is she tying
Just
it
lunge
many,
around the
many
middle,
times
but
with rope?
It's fairly tight.
I don't think we trust the person who's already been punctured by a vampire twice. So I think we also step in and just secure it with that purple cord you have next, don't we?
Yeah.
We're happy to trust, but we are also here to help.
Well, you don't have to worry, but the Strad, he must be interested to see what his coffin is like. He must rest in his coffin during the day, At night, he can summon the wolves and the vermin to do his bidding, A vampire can transform into a bat, into a wolf, a cloud of mist, you know. It has powerful gaze. I tell you, I do not know. He is very convincing man. But he cannot come inside here unless one of us invite him. That is something that I know for sure. His mark goes, yes, that is very true. Also, sunlight. If we have sunlight, we can cause him to burst into flame. Yeah, so maybe one day the clouds will clear, but not for like 1,000 years so far. Also, water, running water that burns him. Apparently, this is what we have heard. Running water is like acid to the vampire. Certainly, some of his spawn we have taken and put into the river Ivlis with stones to see them gone from our town.
Creepy.
We rest tonight. Okay. Perhaps wait 1 minute, please. I be back. And he leaves and he heads downstairs.
Gee, he's a busy fella.
And he sits down and he cracks a bottle of wine. I think tonight.
Is it blood?
No, this not be blood. Or perhaps you're a little slow where you come from. My family, my sister, yes, she been bitten but not turned to vampire yet. I'm not been bitten at all. I have killed the vampire spawn with my father early in my time here. But they are not all so easy to kill, of course, you know. But the wine, yes, is true. The Wizard of the Wines make our only wine. This is all we have. I hear rumors, travelers have mentioned some mead or some drink like this. We know not what that is. We just have the wine from the Wizard of the Wines. But Sylvia tell us there's been no shipment for some time overdue. And with that, the evening crackles on. They stoke the fire. And as the night falls, it suddenly becomes quiet. The first watch take
Spooky.
their watch.
Can Duncan, prior to all of this, prior to the start of the watches, Ludacris would absolutely join with some of that vino that our host is pouring. But would also present the Castellian sword and assist Lord Benty in learning some of its progeny or its heritage.
And this is weather turns for the worse. And the average night in Barovia takes place. We'll see you again in 2 weeks' time for the next session.
Oh,
Wow.
I don't know that we were very smart shacking up in that.
House. Should just say the tavern.
I'm
She
sure
even
either
gave us
way.
out earlier.
How many TPKs you got, done?
A few, you know. And with that, that's the end of tonight's game. So you guys want to
Thank
continue
you.
like this every second Friday or something like that? Is that okay for the short term, for the next couple of weeks?
Yep.
I'm good too. I'm like fixing up my computers, and maybe next time I'll even be
Yeah.
perfectly sorted
Kels, you're
out.
good?
So
Cool.
yeah, cool.
All right, I think we've
How
got
about you,
an
Ringo?
hour 43 of game time because we mucked around for about 20 minutes up front. So what we'll try and work is what we might do is we might start at 1:45, something like I'll set everything up and then we'll sort of aim to kick off as close as we can. But yeah, that was a great game. I think I say so myself as the DM.
Really cool.
But yeah, welcome to the village of Barovia, and I'm going to speak like this for the rest of the weekend now. Yeah.
I'm just.
I
Sadly,
want to suck your blood.
I feel like we need to up our game to like get to that level, Duncan. Good voice, good accent.
Inspiration for the DM.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
great.
Cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
inspiration
All right.
points.
Thanks, everybody. I'm going to...
Thanks, Doug.
Thanks.